That's fine. Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is February the 28th, I think. It's Thursday, and I'm here to do another Disney Skyliner update. Love when you guys follow along. I'm right now at Pop Century, which doesn't look like there's a whole lot as far as testing going on here, but it's always fun just to check everything out and let you guys know exactly what's going on. There is a lot going on over at Hollywood Studios. We've obviously seen some of the gondola testing that's going on over there. They're getting very much closer to full load testing. They've added more gondolas onto the haul rope, so we'll eventually make our way over there. Right now we're just going to walk a little bit around Hourglass Lake here and check this out and share it with you guys. As always, I always love to wait for some people to get on. James, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let me get you guys turned around and we will take a quick look at what is going on. It's always gorgeous here. It is a perfect day here in Florida today. It's about 78 degrees outside. We're supposed to reach about 80 today. I got the gorgeous blue skies. But just beautiful. You can see the station in the distance there. Let me zoom in a little bit. But we'll make our way over there. We'll check out the station, check out everything else, and then we'll probably jump on a bus, head over to Hollywood Studios. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me okay today. James, can you hear me okay? Nick, welcome. Hey, from Indiana, we'll be at the Boardwalk in October. Jason, hello, welcome. You can see the clouds reflecting in Hourglass Lake. It's always really, really pretty here. One thing that I've always talked about here at Pop Century is the constant golf cart traffic that goes around. Such a large resort for the cast members to get back and forth, so everybody pretty much uses the golf carts here. So there's a lot of traffic we always got to watch out for. Hey Bella, welcome from London. Always miss the lives. Love your channel. Listening for the first time and going to be there in November at is that Port Orleans you're going to be at? It's beautiful there. You're going to love it. Nick, sounds good. James, you hear me fine? Awesome. Jason, video and audio is okay. Thank you very much. So it still looks like they're just doing the general construction on the station over here. They just have the one gondola. They have not done any testing as far as the gondola out on the haul rope. It actually looks like there's a balloon caught up on one of the towers there. It's kind of funny. Right now the haul rope is basically just being used for bird perches. Don't got a whole lot of people on here yet. Usually get a lot more. Everybody must be hard at work today. Some of the crews coming over from the working on the Skyliner. Andy, hey, welcome from Yorkshire, England. Looking forward to using the Skyliner in September from the Caribbean beach. Great updates. I do believe September would be a very good month for this to open up. I would project at least September, maybe October at the latest. I'm really hoping for soft openings at the end of summer, maybe in August. Said always golf carts coming around here. So not a whole lot happening here. Definitely be more over at Hollywood Studios once we get over there. Andy, just hoping it's all up and running. Like I said, September is probably going to be a good month that they'd be looking at getting it open. Sharon, thank you for showing the updates. Glad there is another Skyliner nerd out there to show the progress. Absolutely. I'm really excited about the Skyliner. It's been a lot of fun to follow and see what's going on. Just no movement so far down here. This is the line that goes between the Caribbean beach and Pop Century and Art of Animation. I believe this is going to be the next line that's going to start with the full testing, and then the line between Caribbean Beach and the Riviera and then over to Epcot should probably be the last in the testing phase. Bella, I want to upgrade to the beach resort. How much notice do I need to give? That you would have to contact Disney directly for. Your travel agent, I'm not sure as far as reservation times or anything like that. Hey Pauline, welcome. All right, we'll take another quick look around here. Then we'll make our way through Pop Century and we'll head to the bus station, make our way over to Hollywood Studios. James, just to ask if you can take the Skyliner over to Hollywood Studios. Yes. From here, you'd actually have to go to Caribbean Beach and transfer to get to Hollywood Studios. But that's definitely what it's intended for. Hey, Terry, welcome. Jason, is this the starting point? This is one of the starting points. In fact, there's a map here. I'll show you guys real quick if you're not familiar exactly with how the lines are set up. Right now, we're at Pop Century and Art of Animation. We're right here. This travels north up to the Caribbean Beach, which is pretty much the central hub area. You can make a transfer and head over to Hollywood Studios. You can transfer and head straight up to Disney's Riviera, which is still under construction, and then eventually go all the way over to Epcot. So that is the full line. So this would be one of the starting resorts here. Hey Terry, welcome. Pauline, it really doesn't look too high over the water. No, it's really not. The highest points are pretty much going over the Caribbean Beach and through the parking lot at Epcot. Those are some fairly high points, but as far as going over Hourglass Lake here, it's really not high at all. You're going to be close to the water, which is going to make it even more pretty when you're going over. Hey Simon, greetings from the UK. Really appreciate your updates. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Matt, hey Rob, let's see here, I missed you here. Countdown 116 days till we show up at Pop. Well, awesome, this is where you're gonna be. It's gonna be gorgeous. can see the rest of Hourglass Lake back here. And again, they put these, they're called oil booms in the water, and these just protect the water in case there's any sort of oil slick or any contaminants, so they don't actually go all the way out into the lake. So you'll find these in all the construction sites where there's water. Tracy, currently watching from the Poly. Awesome, having a great visit. Love your updates. I love the Polynesian. It's one of my favorite resorts, and I hope you're having a great time over there. Sharon, do you think the tests they've been doing have a max number of gondolas on the lines, or will they have even more per section at full capacity? Well, that's what we're going to see today. There's been some videos out there that has been saying that Hollywood has been doing the full load testing, which is not accurate. We're going to see it over there today, that they've added more gondolas. They're getting much closer to their actual full load testing. What they've been doing up to this point is just the line space testing. So they've put a number of gondolas on there so they can test, you know, as far as when they go in and out of the stations, the spacing between the gondolas, and they've added more. Normal capacity, when we see over there, you're probably going to see about 2 gondolas in between each tower, which is kind of what they have going on over there today, what I saw driving in at least. So we'll take a closer look at that. Disney may look at even pushing that a little bit more, but we'll see as time goes on. Pauline, any sign of them painting the towers yet? No sign yet. What's probably happening, if they are going to paint the towers, is they will wait until the end due to the fact of they're going to still do stress testing on the towers, and if they're painted, they won't be able to really see if there's stress fractures or anything like that. So if they do paint, it'll be towards the very end. Who else do we got coming on here? Disney Nerd Herders. Hey, always great to have you here. Jamie, hello. Charles from Illinois. Let's see. My comments keep jumping on me here. I'm trying to get back to all you guys. Alicia, welcome. Greg, Terry, 192 days until at Caribbean Beach. Hopefully this will be running. I truly hope so. Pauline, I did have a great birthday. Thank you very, very much. Tim, Danielle, Kira, hello. David, hey, welcome. Tom does Disney. Rob, ETA on the opinion, on the opening, in my opinion. We've been talking about that. I'm thinking September, October. Disney has announced the fall, so I'm thinking September, October, just from what it looks like as far as how fast they're moving along. I'm really hoping for some soft openings in August as well. Hey, David, welcome. Anthony, going down in 19 days to Caribbean Beach. Is construction still allowed there? No, I don't think the construction is really a hassle at all. Maybe a little bit towards Jamaica and some of Trinidad if you're right on the water, but I don't find it to be distracting at all, at least when I'm there. Brian, enjoying all the updates. Rob, welcome. Pasta Fazul, hey, good to have you here from New York. Disney Nerd Herders, smash that like button, everybody. Thank you very, very much. Audrey, welcome from Tennessee. Susan, hello. Anthony, got you. Andy, 277 days. Seems like a lifetime. That'll go by really, really quick, I promise. Greg, so they have the Scrooge McDuck on a few of them. I only saw the one Scrooge, but I'm sure there'll be multiple ones. There's going to be about 150 gondolas from what I hear, so I'm sure they're going to have repeating characters. But it's cool that a lot of retro characters are coming back. Melissa, 204 days till we're at Pop. I bet the Skyliner will be sure up and running by then. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good bet for that. Tammy, request a video regarding what it is like living in Florida versus up north. Okay, could probably do something like that. Definitely have a lot of opinions on that. Neve, hey, Neve and Tracy from the UK, can't wait to be back to Disney in May. Rachel Julian, hello from Florida, from North Florida, be there in 1 day. Awesome, can't wait for you to get down here. Nathan, I'm at the airport leaving right now. Angela, afternoon, dreary day here in Newcastle, England. Sorry to hear that. I know there's been some bad weather around. It is beautiful here today, so hopefully it can bring a little sunshine to you guys. Greg, 85 more days. Tom does Disney, great feedback. Their thing. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had a little interruption on the feed there, but I'm back, and hopefully we will get back in tune with everybody. Hopefully we didn't lose a step here, but we're going to keep moving along. We're actually going to head through Art of Animation down to the bus stop instead of Pop Century. Herschel, welcome. Joe Hernandez is going to be here in 20 days. Pauline, oh no, my video froze. Hopefully I'm back here. I had a little problem with the app. Closed down on me, but I'm right back, and hopefully you guys are still live with me. Larry Hay from Kentucky. Biff Wonderland. Bet the first day, bets on the first day passengers ride the Skyliner. Well, they're definitely going to be using cast members before they use anybody else. They're going to do the load testing with the weights is what we're going to see first. And after that, they'll start using Disney cast members, and then eventually get to, as the loud golf cart goes by, eventually get to soft openings, hopefully with regular Disney guests, maybe annual pass holders. You can see they're still working on the restrooms over here. Got a lot of work still to do here. Looks pretty rough so far, but it's going to be great to have a restroom when you get on and you get off, in case you have to take care of that. The Bomo looks pretty good for a live shot. Mike, hey, from Indiana. Jamie going to be here in 11 days. Chris Thompson, greetings from Atlanta, heading to the Polynesian in October and booked the Grand Destino Tower in December. That is awesome. Can't wait for the Skyliner and Star Wars. Thank you for all the dedication and the updates. Thank you so much. I appreciate that comment. I hope you have a great time. It's going to be awesome. You definitely have to let us know about the Grand Destino. Hey, Zippity Doodad, always good to have you here. Love the lunches with you, Rob. I appreciate that. Biff, October 1st is my guess. Thanks, and you demand. That's a pretty good guess. I'm thinking September, October. So the sooner the better, absolutely. Danielle, are people using wheelchairs, mobile scooters going to be able to use them? Absolutely. They have. We'll take a closer look once we get over to Hollywood Studios. But if you watch any of the previous videos, I explain it in a lot of detail. There's actually two loading tracks on the inside of the stations. The front loading track is for passengers that just walk on. Then there's a secondary loading track where the gondolas can actually stop, and they'll be able to load wheelchairs and scooters on. So it's completely accessible to anybody with any kind of special needs without a problem. Bird, did I change? Picture quality is much better. Yes, I went to a different app and having a lot of success with it, so I'm glad to hear that. The Bomo, did you ever get your TV interview? Not yet. They actually had to cancel. They did some sort of a different story, but I'm on the Rolodex for whenever they do any kind of Skyliner stuff. They're going to contact me, and I'll be their go-to expert, they say. So that'll be pretty awesome once they start doing more and more pieces on the Skyliner over at Fox News. That'll be very cool. Neve, can't believe I'm not here when the Skyliners are open, just missing it. I'm sorry to hear that, but it's going to be awesome. Whenever you do get back here, they'll be here for you to ride, no problem. Brian, enjoyed your video update from the boardwalk the other day, my DVC home resort. That is awesome. I love the boardwalk. Had a lot of fun with Cammie and her friend Michaela over there. It's really, really a pretty day outside. Sunshine. It's nice and warm today, so a lot of people in the pool.
Today or
There's the drop-off little bar area. So people enjoying some drinks.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Oh, yeah,
You're good, thanks. People always freak out when they walk in front of the camera like they're ruining everything. But it's okay. Everybody can have fun. So we're gonna head through Animation Hall up to the front. We'll jump on a bus. We'll see if the buses run a little quicker over here than they do at Caribbean Beach, because I always have to wait for a Hollywood Studios bus over there. Maybe we'll have a little more luck here at the Art of Animation. Be able to catch up on some of your comments once we get over to the bus stop. Hey Joe, thank you so much. $20 for the super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. You always know how much that means to me. It truly does. Love the super chat. It really helps. Trust me, it really does. Thank you very, very much. It's actually one of the Reedy Creek ambulances here, so hopefully everybody is okay with whatever's going on there. And if you guys don't know, that Walt Disney World actually has their own EMS service. It's through Reedy Creek. And here's our Disney Hollywood Studios. All right, everybody chiming in saying Joe is awesome. Absolutely. Thank you very, very much, Joe. It's always appreciated. All right, slowly making our way through the line here. All right, let's hope we get a quicker bus this time. Hey, Biff, thank you so much. $5 super chat. I truly appreciate that, Biff. Thank you very much. It's good to see you here. Always appreciate it. Really, really helps to support everything here. I truly appreciate that. Hey, Michael, wrong account logged in before. Stream is looking good. Thank you very, very much. We're actually heading over to Hollywood Studios now, where they have more gondolas on the haul rope today. Looks like they're getting closer to that load test, so it'll be a lot of fun to take a look at that. Cheap Sleep, the stream is looking good. Thank you very, very much. Okay. The Bomo, the characters always freeze for a picture on the video too. Yeah, everybody just sort of freezes up when they get on camera. Scott Hurlbert, hopefully I said that right, coming in October to the Caribbean Beach. It will be so cool to see them in person. It is very, very cool once you see them for the first time. The video just does not do it justice, I'll tell you that. Soaring over Everest. Wait till there's some sort of official opening announcement. They will, once we get a little closer, Disney will start dropping some hints, and we'll see more and more action, and we'll get an actual date here in the near future. Land War. Hopefully I got that one right too. Do any of the current guests seem to be interested in the Skyliner at all? It seems like when you were filming the other day, no one was looking up at it at all. They do. It's kind of it's kind of something they walk by and they're not sure exactly what's going on with it. I don't think Disney has really done a lot of marketing with it yet, so it's so new and people just don't quite understand what's going on with it. They don't know where it's going to, what it's called, what it does. So it's just not out there. Disney hasn't pushed it. So I guess I'm out there trying to push it as much as I can to get more and more people excited for it and involved with it. And if I can do my part in that, then that makes me happy. Joe, the videos in Disney are awesome. Absolutely, my friend. Cloud Dancer 99. They're still got the soundtrack playing, The Art of Animation. I love that lobby smell too. Absolutely. Yeah, they got a good soundtrack here. It's a lot of fun. Which I'll probably get my copyright killed on YouTube for it, but hey, we do what we do. Frank, going to pop in April. Can't wait. Awesome. You're going to love it here. Scott, hello from Indiana. We'll be there in June. Looking forward to our trip. Audrey, the doorway doesn't look very wide. Maybe it's wider than it seems on the video. Thinking of scooter wheelchair folks entering. These are the CWA gondolas, the CWA Omega gondolas. And from what I see for the specs online, it's a 900 millimeter opening on the doorway, which translates to about 15.5 inches, I believe, across, I believe is what it was. I think that's what it translates to. But it's going to be wide enough for most wheelchairs. I'm sure if you have, you know, something extremely large or extremely wide, Disney will have to come up with ways to accommodate that. But for most wheelchairs, you're going to be able to fit through probably without any problems. I think that translated right. 900 millimeters. I looked it up, but it's pretty wide. I don't know if it's 15 or if it's like, maybe it's 32 that I'm thinking. I'd have to figure that out real quick. Somebody do the math on what 900 millimeters is. Melissa, have they done any testing the Pop-In Art Station yet? No, we just walked through there actually, and they're just still doing the construction on the building itself. They have the one gondola that's sitting in the station, but they have not started any line space testing. They haven't done any gondola testing on the haul rope or anything. It should be the next station in line though. But right now they're really concentrating on Hollywood Studios. So 900 millimeters is 35 inches, about 35.5 inches. So yeah, the 15 seemed a little low to me, but 35.5. Okay, everybody's bringing it in here now. 35.4 inches. See, that's Joe K, the doorway is 820 millimeters, which is about 22 inches. Now there's different Omega models out there, which I believe it's the Omega 5, which I believe is the 900 millimeter one. So everybody got 35 inches coming in. Joe K, sorry, 32 inches. News fan, almost 3 feet wide. So it should be fairly accommodating. I believe that's pretty standard for most of like the ramps, the wheelchair ramps on the buses. It does look a little deceiving when you look at it though, but I think it's going to be a little wider than what we're seeing just by the video and stuff like that. Joe K, it's the Omega 4. You can tell by the shape on the top. Okay, I'll have to double check that. Like I said, I haven't had to be able to confirm anything as far as what actual model it is. But if you're familiar with them, absolutely. The BOMO, let's see. Michael, the Omega 5 gondola is 900 millimeters. Just checked at Doppelmayer's website. Michael, do you have any idea as far as, Joel thinks it's the Omega 4. I think it's the Omega 5. You've seen the gondolas up close. What's your opinion as far as which one it is? The BOMO 36 by 52 is the rules for strollers and scooters. Hey, Brian Byers, $5. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the great videos. We won't get back for a while, so you give the much needed Disney fix on a regular basis. I really appreciate that, Brian. Thank you very, very much. All right, this was quick actually. Here's the Hollywood Studios bus right here. A lot quicker than it was over at Caribbean Beach. Sam, 900 millimeters is 36 inches. All right, everybody should jump off here. Looks like a lot of people coming back. So they usually leave the park to come back here and relax, get in the air conditioning, have a swim. So wait for everybody to get off, and then we'll be able to get on. He's got a scooter down here to load, so we can watch that. Anybody out there who has never seen that or has any questions about how the scooters work on the bus operations, we'll be able to check this out firsthand. Brian, to add a little bit of fun and nostalgia, if only they would use the please stand clear of the doors, the Jack Wagner when the Skyliner doors close. Yeah, I'm sure they'll come up with something that's definitely going to be memorable inside. You know, then maybe they'll do the Spanish translation of it as well, just like the monorail. That would be very, very cool. Chris, will they run 24/7 or be on some sort of schedule? They definitely won't be 24/7. They'll probably run just like the normal transportation does, you know, hour or two before the resort opens and after it closes. That's when they're really, really going to need it most, is, you know, getting all the people, the crowds of people in, and then getting the crowds of people home. So it should run pretty much like the monorail would. Joe, heading back to work. Thank you again, Joe. I truly appreciate that. Always great to have you here. Really, really appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Audrey, do you have any problems getting through the gates and parking for a few hours at Pop Century? We usually come here and grab some lunch. So, you know, we come here and we just enjoy the resort and everything. A lot of times we'll park in the parking lot, in the actual resort parking lot, and head over to the resorts. Just depends on, you know, what we're doing that particular day and what we have in store. You know, we don't park here and go spend all day in the parks. If we park in one of the resorts, we're doing something in the resort itself. Tony, any parks today? We're heading over to Hollywood Studios. We're going to check out the load testing that they're doing over there. They've added more gondolas on. The first gondola testing that we saw was basically just line testing and sort of emergency stop testing, those kind of things. They were testing to see how far apart the gondolas were as they bring them into the station, getting the timing down. And now they've started to add the more gondolas on. They haven't done full load testing by any means yet. So when we get over there today, we're definitely going to see more gondolas. As I was driving in, rule of thumb is probably we're going to see the two gondolas in between each tower, which is kind of what I saw today. So we're going to see a lot more once we get over there. Pasta Vazul, do guests staying at Pop using the Skyliner have to transfer to Caribbean? How would you go to take it to Epcot and Hollywood Studios for Pop? Yes. Once you get on at Pop Century, you would take that line, which is probably going to be less than 2 minutes over there. You'll exit and you'll transfer over to wherever you're going. If you're going to the Riviera and then on to Epcot, or you transfer on to the Hollywood Studios line. But there will be a transfer over at Caribbean Beach. Joe, going back to work, we'll watch tonight. Again, thank you so much, Joe. Truly appreciate you being here all the time. And thanks for more information. Yeah, definitely check it out later, Joe. We're gonna see some cool stuff over at Hollywood today. Kevin with the thumbs up, really appreciate that. So you can see it's really a simple process when the scooter just drives up on the wheelchair ramp. There's the seats, the bench seats that fold up in there, and then the driver does some simple lockdowns and gets everybody secure, and then the family gets on board, and then everybody else can get on. So you have to wait a couple minutes, but it's great that Disney can provide all kinds of transportation for everybody who needs it. Terry Oxner, thanks for the gondola updates. You are the best. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's awesome to hear. All right, so that did not take too long at all. Douglas, hey from Chile, from the chilly Midwest. Sorry to hear it's cold up there. Hopefully I can send some of the sunshine up there for you. It's a gorgeous day here today. Hey Victor.
How you doing, sir?
Hi. right, we'll head towards the back, find ourselves a seat back here. Get ourselves a nice view from the back of the bus. And I won't use Tim Tracker's King of the Bus. I'll leave that for him. Digital Saturn X. Rob, from what I can see, the cars are indeed the modified Omega 4s. All right, we're getting...
Can you guys sit down back there, please? Sir, she gotta sit down, please. Thank you.
All right, had the bus driver making an announcement. So we're getting a couple confirmations on the Omega 4s. So that's good. Get some opinions here. Like I said, there's not been an official announcement, and I couldn't see anything definitive as far as any of the markings or anything on the side of the gondolas. So if we're getting a lot of confirmation on the Omega 4s, then we can go with that. I was really thinking the Omega 5, but if there's a lot more smarter people out there than me that are saying Omega 4s, then we'll definitely do that. Like I said, we're always learning here. Any kind of information that gets passed along is great. Just want to make sure that everything is accurate, so everybody's on board with the same accurate information. Tom does Disney. He actually loves the shout-outs.
Hello everyone, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Transportation System.
I'm sure he does, yes. The King of the Bus thing.
For your safety and the safety of others, please remain seated while our coach is in motion. If you're standing, we encourage you to use the handrails above or to the side and remain clear of the doors and stairwells. We also ask that you...
Sherry, can't wait for the Skyliner. Audrey, our typical Disney trips, we usually end up walking about 14 miles per day. How many miles do you think you've walked this whole month of February? A bunch, I bet. Oh, geez, I don't even know. I walk these parks and these resorts so much. It's crazy. I mean, there's miles upon miles and miles that I walk. I keep saying that I should probably wear one of those step counters to record it at some point. Actually, we're going to see as we go by here. You can see in the distance. We're heading down Victory Lane. We're actually passing the Caribbean Beach right now, and you can see where the gondolas are passing over from Caribbean into Hollywood Studios. So we should get a nice view as we pass by. Catherine will be staying at Art of Animation in October. Can't wait. Hope the Skyliner will be working by then. October, I think, is a very, very good month. I don't think I'll have any problems with it working by then. Fingers crossed they'll even do some soft openings before that. Nicole, will they have the buses still running through the parks where they have the gondolas? Yes, absolutely. They're not going to stop the bus transportation. They may bring it down a little bit, limit it a little bit, but they're not going to stop it because there's always weather-related issues. So we can see the gondolas passing by there. It's really cool. So this is right over the road, heading into the Caribbean Beach. And you'll be able to see that's heading all the way down to Hollywood Studios. People dropping stuff all over the bus. Never know what kind of crazy people you meet on the bus. But anyways, there's also people that just are not going to want to ride the Skyliner. They might be afraid of heights, which I'm definitely not a heights person, but I am really, really looking forward to riding it, so that won't be an issue for me. Trevor, your phone has a step counter. Yeah, I kind of figured it did on here too. It's just something I'll have to look at doing. I should start recording it though, absolutely. I actually have an Android phone, so I'm sure there's apps out there for it. It's on there. Yeah, it should be on there. Digital Saturn X, I'm not 100% sure, of course, but just going off of how the car is designed, the arm is attached to the gondola. Well, that's great. I mean, if people, you know, that's the second opinion on the Omega 4. So I'm not going to say that I know 100% better. That was just from what I kind of gauged by it was the Omega 5, but it could very well be the Omega 4, which is still going to be very accessible. It's a little smaller opening, obviously, than the Omega 5, but the Omega 4 is still a fantastic gondola as well. The BOMO, hashtag crazy bus people. It's a great hashtag. Melanie, yes, they are moving very quickly. They're pretty much up to full speed now with the testing. Josh, very cool. Hopefully this makes for faster transport than waiting for the buses. It will, definitely. There's going to be loading and unloading is going to be a fairly quick process. People on board. It's going to be less than 2 minutes from Pop over to Caribbean. And once you get on board, it's going to be less than 2 minutes getting from the Caribbean over to Hollywood Studios. It'll be a longer line getting from Caribbean over to Epcot, probably about 6 to 7 minutes. But the gondolas are moving at about 15 miles an hour, 14, 15 miles an hour. They're capable of doing 7 meters a second, which translates to about 15.5 miles an hour. Disney may look at pushing that a little faster as well, pushing the passenger limit. Right now the D line is set to take about 4,500 to 5,000 people an hour. Disney could very well try to push that as well. They're going to try to make a statement, obviously, with this. They're going to want to, tell the world that they're really making some advancements and pushing this thing to the limit. Michael, on the CWA website, the Omega 5 gondolas had their official launch event October 9th of 2018, long after Disney placed the order. Omega 4 they must be. So there you go. We'll start going with the Omega 4 then, absolutely. Like I said, I just want to make sure that the information is accurate when I pass it along. So everything's kind of leading towards the Omega 4, which is awesome. Glad to figure that out today. Tom does Disney, from buses to mono Uber. Yes. Charles, hey, welcome, Charles. Chris, do you have any updates on the new monorail cars? I believe Disney is still running the originals. Yeah, those are the Mark 7s, I believe, are still running. There's been rumors and talks going out there that they were going to look at the Mark 8s coming in. Nothing has been set as of now. I think it would be really awesome if they kept it under wraps, and at the 20th or the 50th anniversary in 2021, they unveil these amazing new Disney monorails, but I would seriously doubt that would happen. At some point in the future, they're definitely going to have to upgrade them. It's just they need to do that. But they're really concentrating on the Skyliners being the main form of transportation now into the future. DVC member 2013, Kevin and Teresa, thank you so much for the $20. So generous. Thank you enough. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for the super chat. $20 is amazing. Thank you very, very much. All right, so we arrived at Hollywood Studios. We're going to check out these gondolas. Kevin and Teresa, thank you, Rob, for all the hard work and keeping us up to date. We'll be on property May 13th. That is awesome, guys. I hope you have a fantastic time when you come. You're going to see all kinds of great stuff here. The weather has been gorgeous, and really, thank you so much for the $20. It truly helps. It's very much appreciated. So we can see here we got some more additions to the bus stations. They've actually added the signage up here, which is very, very cool. This will probably be the bus stops. I wonder if these will be digital in any way, which would be very, very cool. They look like some pretty serious signage, so I'm going to grab some pictures of this real quick while I'm here. That's good to see. These bus stops are really, really coming along. They got the fans mounted now. So I could see these bus stops probably being open within at least the next couple months, maybe even the next month. They're still working on the far bus stop on the other side, but this one over here looks like it's pretty much complete. So it'll be really great once they get these up and operational. Joel K just sent me the email links with the videos of the Omega 4 and 5. Thank you so much. I will definitely check those out, my friend. iJustice Plays just got back to New York from spending 10 days in Disney. It was mid-80s most of the time there in Orlando. It's about 32 back here in New York. Makes me want to go back to Orlando. Absolutely, you got to come back down here. You can't spend winter in New York. That's why we moved away from Ohio, to get away from that. Michael, of course, they stopped just as I got here. Yeah, they've been stopping in about 5-minute intervals or so. But they'll get them back running here. Charles, something tells me the Skyliner, at least the Caribbean Beach to Hollywood line, is going to be open much sooner than expected. I don't think that they're going to open just one line. I think they'll wait to open all 3 lines. I don't know. I wouldn't imagine that they would still be doing testing and construction in the Caribbean Beach station and not open all 3 lines and just have the one line open. I could be wrong. I mean, it would be awesome for them to do that, but I just don't see it happening. So we can definitely see here that these gondolas are much closer spaced now. So as we look down here, you can see that there are now 2 gondolas per direction in between each tower. So here's our first tower. There's 1, 2, and then the next tower. So this is going to be a little more accurate to what we're going to see. Like I said, it was just some basic line testing, some spacing testing originally. So now we are getting much closer to the actual load testing. So on a normal basis, this is probably what you're going to see. Disney may try to even push this a little bit to squeeze another gondola in between here for the really busy times. But this should probably be close to what we're going to see in a normal operation. And it looks amazing. Look at all those gondolas down there. So we'll wait a bit for them to start up here, grab some comments. Pop Culture Family, thank you for the video. Absolutely. Appreciate you being here. Morley, hey, from Utah. Will be at Pop Century in 30 days. Awesome. Michael, I figure out clockwise and counterclockwise directions. Normal operations will be clockwise. Counterclockwise was using for garaging. Okay. So you think normal operation will be clockwise? Yeah, they've been mainly running counterclockwise now, so yeah, it'll be neat to see once they figure out exactly the direction, but clockwise would be cool too. Sherry Awesome Sunset Travel, very cool. Thank you for being here. Charles Harris, oh, I lost you here. Hold on. I don't care when they open as long as it's before I get there on October 3rd. October, I think you're going to be fine. I really think October will be a great month for these to be open. Octavia, hello, Jason. Jason, please bop that like button. Absolutely, thank you. Please hit that like button. It really does help. Is this a SAG test? Well, this is getting close to what they call a load test, a full load test. So what they're gradually doing, and again, this is just, they're testing spacing in the gondolas now. They want to see how the gondolas are entering the stations, how they move around the station, how quickly they exit, and you know, what that timing is when the gondolas are spaced this far apart. And gradually they're going to start adding more and more weight. I doubt if they have the full weight capacity on here yet. They do have some weight in the gondolas. There's probably, you know, a couple hundred pounds in each gondola now. But eventually, once they're ready to go, they will load this thing fully down. You'll see a lot of sag probably in the haul rope, and we'll really know when there's a full load test going on. Bill, yeah, it's like they're watching my live stream so they can tell when they stop every time I get here. That is true. It seems like every single time that I come here to get something, they do stop. But that's cool. But they have to do what they're doing. They're obviously doing, you know, whatever testing they're up. They're running their diagnostics at each station. They have to see what's going on in the stations. or they could just very well be on lunch, who knows. But they will start to move. They were obviously moving when we were driving up here in the bus, so we know that they're in full operation. It's always kind of neat when you can see through some of the tarps. The yellow ones are a little harder to see. The green gondolas really shine through. Like I said, we saw that Scrooge McDuck one, which just was awesome. Matt, you rule. Thank you, man. Michael, clockwise drops guests off parking lot side. More room for queue and guests getting on the lake side. WDW Bound, thanks for showing us this. Awesome. My wife and I were just there for weeks at Bonnet Creek. Very cool. It's weird seeing that from the studios, from the gondola line. Thanks again. How was Bonnet Creek? I'd really like to hear what you think of Bonnet Creek. I know they're building an amazing new tower over there as well. David Cook, beautiful day. I'll be there in 2 weeks. Can't wait. What area of Ohio? We are from the Cleveland area, just west of Cleveland. Alicia, I'm super excited. We put an offer on in a house. Awesome. If all goes good, we should buy the house. We'll be there for sure, heading to Disney in 2019. Fingers crossed. Well, that is very, very cool. I hope you get that house, and good luck to getting here. That would be awesome. Mr. Cruise Fever, welcome, welcome, welcome. Lisa, hello. Where'd you go here? Hello. I've been here late. September things have changed so much. Charles Harris, they put Scrooge McDuck on the green gondola. Yeah, I'm actually walking right underneath the green one. I don't know if I can see. Yep, there's Scrooge right there again, actually. This is exactly where I saw him the first time. Let me zoom in on him. There's Scrooge up there. That is awesome. That is my favorite gondola by far so far. Catherine, they probably decided to take a lunch break. Yeah, that could be. Like I said, they stop about every 5 or 10 minutes or so. Brian Formore. Hopefully I said that right, Formo. $10, thank you so much. Happy belated birthday. Thanks for braving the I-4. Absolutely. I-4 can be treacherous sometimes, so be difficult getting here every once in a while, but thank you so much for the $10. Truly appreciated. The Bomo, $10. It's like you are Andy. All the toys drop off when you're coming. Rob needs the dough. Here's some help. Absolutely. Thank you so much, the Bomo. It's very much appreciated. Can't thank you enough for the super chats. I really, really, really do appreciate that. Happy birthday. So we can see they have a lot of gondolas lined up in the station right now. I'm looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have at least 10, maybe even 12 gondolas lined up in the station right now. So they are running these gondolas seriously today. This looks really, really great here today. So we're going to stick around live here for a little bit until we get these things running again so we can really see them in action. But it really, really looks amazing now. Let's see here. Neva, every time we go to Disney, something always new pops up. Absolutely, that's what's so great about Disney, is always new great stuff here. Jeremy, hey, thank you for all the updates. My fiance and I will be down in November. We are excited to ride this. Yes, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to ride this myself. Hope you guys have a great time. Steve and I've stayed at the Hilton and the Wyndham Bonnet Creek. Both are nice. Love the golf course at the Waldorf. That's awesome. You stayed at some really awesome places. WDW Bound, we love it. Stayed there 17 times at the Wyndham timeshares. Great views of Disney from our room. Balcony, I love looking at the gondolas from the studios from Bonnet Creek. Yeah, I guess you probably would have a really great view over there. That is very, very cool that you can see them from over there. Michael, interested in seeing how many gondolas are in the station. I was there was 5 with 3 doors open, 1 entering. Yeah, we just took a look at that. Like I said, there's probably about at least 10 to 12 of them there right now. Yeah, more than you thought. That's more than I thought too. That's pretty crazy. When did the construction start on the system? They've been working on this for about a year now. Tony, when are they supposed to go live? Disney has announced the fall. There's no actual date. I'm thinking probably September, October area, and hopefully some soft openings at the end of the summer. Michael, wonder if they're testing the secondary loading area and any gondolas back there. Well, let's go check. Chris, do the gondolas run quiet or noisy? They are actually very, very, very quiet. When they first started running the system, when the bowl wheel was actually settling in, hey, how are you? When the bowl wheel was actually settling in, there was a loud sort of winding noise in there, but it is absolutely quiet. You can't hear anything, even with the music here. As they're coming in and out of the stations, it is virtually silent. Doppelmayer's really made some enhancements and sound dampening. Michael, you're right. They are testing the rear track as well. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gondolas here on the first track. Looks like there's 3, maybe 4 back there on the secondary track, and there's like 4 or 5 gondolas on the other side of the front track. So they got a ton going on. Actually going up on the roof here today. Maybe they're going to finally start working on the exterior. They haven't done really hardly any work on the exterior of this building. Obviously they're concentrating on the system itself, getting it up and running, and then they'll finish out with the exterior of the station. John, I'm really wondering what this line of gondolas will look like floating over the top of the Caribbean Beach Resort. Seeing this thing kind of gives me an idea. Yeah, I mean, you can see just the visuals of this now, how impressive it's going to be seeing it going over other areas. This is just going over a parking lot now. Hourglass Lake is going to be my favorite to see. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous, the reflection in the water. The gondolas are so low as it goes over Hourglass Lake, so it's going to be really pretty, especially at night if they're actually planning on lighting the exterior of these gondolas up. It's going to be one of the prettiest runs over there, I think, to see it from the outside. Not only the inside going over the lake, but just to watch the gondolas go back and forth on the outside is going to be amazing. All right, DJ Rio, greetings from Nova Scotia. Thank you so much for being here. It's a long way away. See you Tuesday for 2 weeks. Might get, let's see, might see it to run without the covers. No, I don't believe they're going to take the covers off until the very end, which I think is an awesome idea on Disney's part to have a grand unveiling. They're also going to keep these covered just to keep them, from scratches and nicks and getting them all dirty and everything before the grand unveiling. They want to make this a big splash. So they're going to be covered up until the very end. Alicia, happy belated birthday. I'm really enjoying your video. I rode Haunted Mansion back in 2012, but don't remember it very much. Video brought back memories. Thank you. Well, that is awesome. I'm glad to definitely bring back the memories for you. The Haunted Mansion is so amazing. It's absolutely my favorite ride over at the Magic Kingdom. That and Pirates of the Caribbean. Sam, do you know if there's a counterweight station or counterweight station, if there's one at all? No, these are actually run by hydraulic. It doesn't have the counterweights. There's hydraulic arms on pulling tension on the haul rope. So. Joel, wow, these cabins stations are really close together. Absolutely. Like I said, don't get deceived by some other videos out there that said that they were doing the load testing. What we saw at first was absolutely not load testing. This is getting closer to what we're going to see on a normal basis. They're getting these gondolas closer together. They're gradually adding more weight. So this is what we're going to see more on a normal basis now. Like I said, Disney could even squeeze another gondola in there. They may be looking at trying to do that. Hey, everybody. So we'll see as they go along. They're trying to make a splash. They're trying to really push the limits on how many people they can transport. So as they move along, we may see more than this, but this looks pretty close to what you're going to see on a normal basis. Jason, do you know when they closed those at the Magic Kingdom? I don't know the exact date. I think it was back in the early 2000s when they closed. Robbie Von Roll, if you check him out, it's Von Roll VR 101 Sky Rides, Facebook group over on Facebook. Check him out. He does a lot of contributing here. Really awesome guy. But Von Roll was the actual company that did the Skyway at Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom. So he knows all about that stuff, and he could answer those questions a lot more in depth than I could as far as when it actually closed. I always love telling the story real quick though. Von Roll, like I said, did the Skyways in Magic Kingdom and Disneyland, and Von Roll was actually bought out by Doppelmayr, I think back in the 90s, and it's just very cool because it sort of comes full circle now that the company who originally did the Skyway is now part of the company who is building the new Skyliner here. So it's kind of a little bit of Disney history wrapped up into the new form of transportation. Michael, 3 gondolas with doors open in the station, that means lots of people getting on at any given moment. Yeah, like I said, I think Disney's really going to push the limits here. They want to make a statement. They want to get as many people transported as possible. You know, normal operations during the day, in the middle of the afternoon, you're not going to see hordes of people getting on and off. It's going to be a very smooth operation. But when you get these massive crowds that are coming out of here, especially when Star Wars opens, they want to be able to smoothly get these people on. You know, they don't want to have any hiccups. They don't want people sitting there waiting. They want this to be a success, so they're going to find ways to get people on as quickly as possible and have a very quick moving process. And that's exactly what this is what this testing is all about, to figure out what they can do and how well they can do it. Melanie, 260 watt. Wow, I didn't even look at that. I got 250 on here now. That is awesome. I truly appreciate you guys coming on. This is growing so quickly. It's much appreciated. Everybody that's coming on and sharing this with me. I love it, love it, love it. So thank you very much. Sam, very nice. Worked the buckets at Six Flags, just curious. That is awesome. So you have some firsthand Skyliner knowledge, or, well, I just zoned out here. You know, gondola knowledge. Sometimes I can't spit out the words I want to spit out. Charles, they closed the Skylift at the Magic Kingdom in the late 90s. I was a cast member when they closed. Took a few years to remove it. Yeah, I do remember the stations being there for quite a while. You know, and they renovated finally the station and turned it into the Tangled Tower over in Fantasyland. Audrey, how do you think our photos, videos will turn out from the Skyliner through the glass? Imagine, I believe these are wrapped kind of like you would, you know how the Disney buses are wrapped? If you've been inside like one of the wrapped Disney buses or the monorail, it's a little darker inside, which is good because it reflects the sunlight. So as you take a picture out, it might be a little darkened, but you know, you can always make adjustments, and you'll get some great shots. I don't have any reason why you wouldn't, especially on really sunny days. You have, you know, some really great. Hey, how are you guys? Some really awesome shots of Hourglass Lake, especially going over the top of the Caribbean beach. All that stuff will be awesome. Mr. Cruise Fever, Magic Kingdom Skyliner closed in 1999. Michael, I think this is the gondola count and spacing we'll see. You don't want to drop off too many people at the other end too quickly. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. Like I said, they may try to push it at heavy volume times. You know, they may do some testing to see if it's possible. But yeah, you're right. I agree. This is what we're going to see on a normal basis. The two cars in between each tower should be about the normal spacing. It just looks awesome. I want to see these colors. I want to see these characters. I cannot wait until this is completely unveiled. It's going to be gorgeous. So we'll talk a little bit here, kind of what's going on with the gondolas themselves. I put a video out. Michael was actually a very, very great help with this. The power on board, just to give you guys a little bit of knowledge. We see a little silver box on the top of the gondola there. That is actually a battery that runs up to two little prongs that stick out off of the grip. And on those two little black prongs, there's metal plates that make contact with a charging mechanism on the inside of the track as it goes around the inside. And it actually charges that battery as it enters and exits the station. So it's a rapid charging battery, and that'll run your onboard announcements, your music, your lighting, whatever fans they might have on board, exterior lighting, whatever they plan on doing. No air conditioning announcement as of yet. You know, they said that there's no AC on board. Could it possibly happen in the future? Who knows? The capabilities are there. There's other gondolas that have heating and air conditioning. So we'll see as we go along, but I don't see it's even going to be that big of an issue because of the fact you're going to be moving so quickly. The line, like I said, it's going to be less than 2 minutes getting back and forth between Caribbean and Hollywood here. They move so quickly, the airflow is going to be going through there, and you're not going to be in there long enough to really, really experience that. The sun reflection with the darkened gondolas, we're going to be fine. I'm not worried about the AC at all. Let's see, what else do we have here? Andrew, I like the work you do. Thank you very much. I appreciate that comment. Pasta Vazul, do you think they will have a security check before passengers get onto the Skyliner? That's kind of up in the air. I don't know if you're actually going to get checked before you get on. They do with the resorts for the monorails. I think it would be maybe a good idea if they did, but especially with this line over here and with Epcot, they're actually expanding the security gates. So it kind of leads me to believe that you'll probably still go through security once you get off the gondola here. So we'll see as it gets closer if there's any announcement on that as far as what they're doing. But as of right now, I think because of the expansion with the security, you can see right up there, they're actually building some structures that's going to be for the trams and security expansion. And they just put a wall up over at the International Gateway where they're going to be doing security expansion over there as well. Michael, here's the power contact. Yeah, check out that video. Very, very cool. I did not know that until Michael explained that to me. That is an awesome idea, and I love how that works, that they're just constantly charging as they go in and out. But it's great to know that we're definitely going to have power on board. Sam, very high tech, absolutely. This is, I love learning about all this stuff. It floors me, some of the stuff that I learn about how these work. Charles, I will say, notice the new Skyliners are fully enclosed. Yes, absolutely. The new gondolas here, they're not like the old Skyway gondolas where it's just an open carriage. These are fully enclosed. The doors automatically open and close. Take a quick look at the door opening mechanism again. And again, I go over this a lot in pretty much all the videos, but for anybody who's new, I always like to get everybody on board with how things work. You see the door opening mechanism right there. As the gondola enters the station, you can see right, let me get my big finger here. Where's it at? Right there. There's a little roller lever that sticks out. And as the gondola enters the station, that lever comes up and the doors automatically open. There's a hydraulic wire that runs down and opens the doors. And as it passes out of the station, that roller wheel goes right underneath that mechanism's hanging down from the station. As it passes through, that lever gets pushed down, and then the hydraulic again closes the door. So very simple way to open and close the doors automatically. So as it passes in and out of the station, the doors will open. They'll remain open until they go all the way around, and then they'll close again on the way out. Hopefully with a very, very cool announcement to stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. For all you monorail fans out there. Please catch up. Wesley, I really hope it's up and running when I come in late July, staying at Caribbean Beach. Late July might be pushing it. Unfortunately, I'd love to give you some great news, but personally, I'm thinking maybe late August for soft openings. I would love to be wrong. I would love for them to have this thing open in mid-July. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, I'm just not seeing it right now. Michael, the old Magic Kingdom Skyway closed mainly due to non-compliance, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and it was aging to the point where it was too costly to maintain the upgrade. Yeah, it was, you know, it was just too hard to upgrade. You're right, a lot of it had to do with the disabled folks who were unable to ride it. Disney has obviously made steps to ensure that the Skyliner is going to be very accessible for anyone to ride. Joel, great view of the door opener. Dave, have you seen any Skyliner merchandise? I have not as of yet, but actually somebody sent me, I believe there's a Skyliner pin floating around out there. I'm gonna look for that. I haven't had a chance to stop and look for that, but I think they do actually have a pin out right now, which is very, very cool. All right, kind of getting a little bummed that they are not running the gondolas right now. Maybe they do have a little lookout out there and they see me coming. But they're very, very cool. The Doppelmayr guys who do all the construction here are amazing. They all seem very, very cool. I talk to them as they come in and out of the station sometimes, and they want to make a statement with this too. They're here. They're doing, hello, how are you? They're doing some amazing stuff here. So hopefully they'll get it up and running so we can at least see a little bit of it running. Sharon, do you think they will one day expand the system to other resorts or parks like Animal Kingdom or the water parks? I absolutely do. This is Disney's way to expand into the future. The monorail is not going to be part of an expansion. It's just too costly and too hard to maintain. This is a very high volume, low cost for what it is, way to transport a lot of people. I think it looks cool, and they can do a lot of things with the different gondolas, and I think this is definitely going to be the way into the future. The next line that I would most likely see would be going over to the Animal Kingdom. Then beyond that, Disney Springs could be in the works. You might even see something happening out of the Magic Kingdom. There's a very, very high volume park there, and you could see something even larger, maybe larger gondolas going in and out of the Magic Kingdom to move a lot of people out of there. Dave C, long lunch break for the gondola team. Absolutely. Come on, let's get these things running. This is live though. This is what live video is all about. We take what we get when we get it. If you love sharing in this, you love geeking out with me, then cool. Stay with me and we will watch this thing in action. I love the fact that this can be all around the world, that everybody can see what's going on here. I think it's amazing technology that even get the chance to share it with you guys. Tony, any word on how they'll operate with potential storms near the area? They do have a lot of weather sensory equipment that's actually up there. They can test, they can judge electricity in the air, wind speeds, all of that. So any storms that would move in a very quick fashion, they'll be able to judge that and be able to shut the system down quickly and unload people very quickly. Like I said, it's about a 2-minute run back and forth between Hollywood and Caribbean Beach here. So it will not take long for people to get off of the system if a storm does come in quickly. But very, very, very safety conscious. So a lot of safe valves in place, even with the haul rope. They have sensors, an RPD sensor, which was a rope position sensor that detects any movement in the rope at all, being off center in the wheels, the sheaves at all. So they'll be able to judge if they need to shut down for that. There's all kinds of guards. If anything were to happen with the haul rope coming off of the sheaves at all, there's guards that catch it. So this is extremely safe. There's no reason to worry about riding this at all. Hey Matt, welcome. Faye and Casey, always good to have you here. All right, I hear the bell, which could be the sound that they might be starting up again. They usually run a signal bell. That means, fingers crossed, they might be getting ready to run here. I hope so, because this sun is really starting to beat down. I love Florida, and I love being here. Much better than Ohio, but sometimes when you stand out in the sun for a long time, it really starts to take its toll on you. And there is like no shade here at the entrance of Hollywood Studios. You just got these little palm trees, which do not provide a whole lot of shade at all. So here we go. Now they're finally starting to up and run. So we'll check out the station here first. And we'll get a close look as these doors close. You can see what I was talking about in firsthand. Very cool process. Let me zoom in here. So watch as the gondola goes under. Oh, come on, now they stopped me again. Come on, guys. So if you can hear that little bell in the background, that means they should be starting. All right, here we go. So watch as that mechanism passes underneath that closing bar. You'll see the roller wheel will pass very slowly. Come on. I think they're toying with us now. Here we go. Let's get this thing up to full speed so we can see it. So watch as it passes underneath that little arm will get pushed down, and you can see how the door just automatically closes. So it's doing the opposite as it comes in on the other side. That arm is getting pushed up, and the door opens, and then it comes around the track. And we'll check it out again here. Very cool. So like I said, they are testing the front track here, and then the gondolas in the rear are stopped. So this rear section is where the scooters would board. So you can see how the gondolas can be completely separate from the normal track. So they can take all the time they need for any loading and unloading back there. And this is where guests will walk on and walk off. So let's check out how beautiful this looks. Look at all these gondolas. 2 in between each tower. So I love the momentum. Watch as the gondola picks up the speed. You get that little burst. So what's happening again is as the gondola enters the station, you'll see it here, the grip releases from the haul rope. The haul rope is traveling at the same speed all the time. So as it releases, the grip releases from that haul rope and it slows down. The wheels inside the track are slowing the gondola down, and it goes at this snail's pace around. And then as it passes through and the doors close, you'll see that grip is going to reattach right about there, and it's going to pick up full speed again with the haul rope. And that's where you get that little momentum kick. It's because it's actually being pulled by that haul rope out of the station. And then it moves up to full speed on the over the towers. So like I said, it's very, very silent. You can hear a little bit of noise as the gondola is being pushed out of the station or pulled out of the station. But that's about it. As far as the system running itself, there's just a very, very, very low mechanical noise just of the system running, the bull wheels running around. But it's nothing disturbing at all. All you hear is pretty much the music here. But can't you can just picture the people on board looking down.
Next time we're here.
That is gorgeous. So let's see what everybody thinks here. Don, it is real live. Absolutely, this is live. You are seeing it happen. This is what's going on in Disney World right now. Dave C, I do have a hat on, but it's still very hot in the sun. Zero, I hate the sun too. Prefer the rainy and gloomy days. Well, we've had a few of those, absolutely. Bomo, somebody may be in the way at the other station. Whatever it is, they got to figure it out. We're running full speed now. This is a lot of fun to see. Bomo, dropping pennies. No, you're definitely not going to be able to drop pennies out of here. They should have screens over the ventilated windows. And if anything were to happen, my thought is that they're going to have a camera on board. They'll be able to see everybody inside the gondolas and monitor what's going on. So if you attempt to do anything stupid, you're going to be dealt with swiftly and harshly, I believe. And Disney does not play around. Trust me, they have no problem banning people from Disney World. If you're not coming here to be civil and be a good person, then you just have no business being on Disney property. Salvatore, looks like they may be running gondolas sooner than anticipated. Yes, I mean, they could very well be. Disney has announced the fall, like I said, probably September, October, but I'm thinking soft openings in August, just for the fact of how quickly they're moving along. Sharon, it would be neat to see how they incorporate the track 2 ones in the timing for that mechanical marble. Yeah, that's what they're definitely testing today. Like we saw, they do have the gondolas in the rear track as well today. But they have a lot of gondolas in here. There's at least 12 to 14 gondolas in the station at any given time now. So again, this is all part of the test phasing. They're seeing what kind of spacing they can do, what kind of speed they can do through the station itself. But we are getting closer to normal operations. What we saw at first was, again, just the beginning of the stages, just line spacing, trying to figure out speeds in and out of the stations, overall speeds of the gondolas. Now they're going to start adding more and more gondolas and more weight. We're getting closer to that full load test, and eventually get close enough to where we're going to have actual people on board. Which, fingers crossed, oh, I want to be some of those first people that get on there. Outside of the cast members and the staff and everything that will ride it first. Candy, love the view. Where'd you go here? Sorry, you're jumping around. Not being the same, but your videos have become our movie nights. That is so awesome. That makes me feel so good. It really does. A lot of people tell me that they sit back and watch the Disney video. That makes me feel really good. Thank you. Mark, wonder what the final station to station time is going to be. Like I said, just for the speed itself, the run in between here and Caribbean Beach, less than 2 minutes, probably just maybe even a minute or over. You can see, you know, it's not a far distance, and these gondolas are traveling again at about 14-15 miles an hour. So you're not going to be on for very long. The longest run is going to be between Caribbean and Epcot, which would be 6 to 7 minutes. But your two main runs, which is between Pop and Caribbean, and then over here to Hollywood Studios from Caribbean, is going to be less than 2 minutes. Pauline, loving this. Huxley, Heart, Pug, and Friends. Thank you so much for showing us this. We are coming in October for your 40th and staying at Caribbean Beach. Awesome. So excited for the Skyliner. Love your live feeds. Emma and Paul in the London, UK. Thank you so much for being here. Love all you guys from the UK. John Wallace, will be any charge to ride this is included with the prices. Disney has not announced anything about charging, anything about magic bands. All Disney transportation is open to park guests and resort goers, so Disney hasn't had any plans as far as changing that, and I don't see them doing that. For them to start charging for transportation, I think would be sort of an uproar. So I think this is going to be part of the normal transportation, just like the monorail buses, etc. Mike, dummy test follows after this right. They will do what's called a full load test, where all the gondolas that they're going to have to max capacity will be on, and they will load them up with the max weight, and they use water weights. They're basically just boxes full of water weights, and they'll load it fully down and they'll run everything. They'll test for any kind of stress in the towers, any kind of stress on the haul rope. They'll make all those determinations before they start putting any sort of a live person on board. Steve, this does look amazing. I'm totally geeking out. I love it so much. Kenji, coming in September, will it be open by then? September, October is kind of what I'm thinking, so you got a very good shot for it to be open in September. Sam Cody, sounds like this will have a huge capacity per hour. This is the Doppelmayr D line, which is capable of 4,500 to 5,000 people an hour. Like I said, Disney could be trying to push that. I think they're going to try to make a statement, so they could be pushing to over 5,000 an hour for their heavy times. We're going to see what happens again in all the test phases here. We'll see as time goes on. But right now, 4,500 to 5,000 people is the target and what the system is capable of doing. I would love for them to push that. Matt, do you think the gondolas will be ready by the end of August when we arrive? Obviously, another question, did you enjoy your birthday? Yes, I had a great birthday. Thank you so much. End of August, they may be doing some soft openings for pass holders, etc. But I don't think it will be in full public operation as of yet. I'm thinking soft openings at that time. Kenji, looking at this video from the Netherlands, awesome. My family is from Norway, so my heritage is Norwegian. So this is very awesome, welcome. Dale Landry, they match the clouds. I know, just must be the wrapping. Yeah, it does look gorgeous against the blue sky, but these are just wraps. You can see each gondola has a color underneath, and they are wrapped in different colors and different Disney characters as well. So Disney will unveil these gondolas when they're ready to, and they're going to be absolutely gorgeous as they go through these beautiful colors: green, blue, red, yellow, purple. The green one I saw with Scrooge McDuck is awesome. It's my favorite so far. So looking forward to that. AK Disney, when you hear the bell, I wonder if they add a gondola from the second track. Now, I believe the bell is really just a start and stop. It's an emergency feature. When they're starting up the gondola, it's just to let everybody know to stand clear and to make sure that it's for safety reasons. They'll have to sound that bell that they're starting it up. Denise, DVC member since 2001. You are the only one to give me Disney World as I want to see it when I'm not there. 50 days to the boardwalk. Picture awesome today. D. Ashford from England. Thank you so much, D. Much appreciated. I'm glad to hear that you love the videos. I love just being able to be here and share this with you guys. It really makes me feel great, and hearing comments like that just makes it even so much better. So truly appreciated. Well, up to 270 people on the stream now. That is so awesome. I cannot believe how much we've grown in such a quick amount of time. So if you guys are sharing these videos out, you're hitting that like button, everything is doing an amazing job. You guys are working with me. It's much appreciated. I love being able to bring this to more people. Like I said, the more people we get on, the more information we get, more fun, more comments, just a lot of interaction. And we can really get the buzz out there for the Skyliner and all the great stuff that's happening here at Disney World. It's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing that. So thank you guys for helping everything grow here. Again, thank you for all the super chats as well. That truly helps to support coming here every day, hitting that like button, comment, subscribing. Everything you guys do is really helpful, and it's truly appreciated. Matt, we are so excited. We have booked dining with the princesses. We're allowed to start booking stuff. Looking forward to booking Rainforest Cafe now. Awesome. Are you going to do T-Rex? I hope you really do T-Rex. So, Kenji, what is the weather going to be like in September in degrees Celsius, please? I don't know Celsius, I'm sorry. In September, it'll definitely be in the low to mid 80s. A little cooler in the evening, but not too bad. You'll drop down into the 60s and 70s in the evening. The fall is a great time to be here. I used to visit all the time when I didn't live here. This is a really beautiful time to be here as well. Right in February, early March. You can see just how gorgeous it is today. It's not humid, and it's very sunny, and it's warm, and it's gorgeous. So we can just check this out all day. It's so cool. All right, guys, so that's what I wanted to bring you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the updates. We got a really great shots of what's going on in here at Hollywood Studios. Again, make sure you follow along. You know, don't kind of fall into the traps of people just throwing videos up there and telling you stuff. I want to try to bring you the most accurate information and make sure that you guys know exactly what's going on here. Again, we are getting closer to the full load testing now. You can see the difference on how many gondolas are on board and what they're going to be doing. So follow me every day. I'll be here as much as I can to bring you as much information as I can. Have a lot of great people on here contributing as well who are very knowledgeable with this kind of stuff. And we'll get you all kinds of great shots and information and all kinds of fun. So always appreciated. Check out passporttotheparks.com. You can follow all my social media there, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I really tell you I could use some love on Twitter and Instagram. Trying to share a lot of stuff on there as well, and just having a lot of fun with you guys. Subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't done so. Hit that bell notification. It always helps. I love the super chats. Really appreciate it. I always like to go through the super chats here real quick. The Bomo, thank you so much. Brian, thank you so much. DBC member 2013. Kevin and Teresa, thank you for that $20. Much appreciated. Brian, thank you so very much. Oh, hold on. I got to press on my buttons here. Biff, again, thank you. Joe, I know you're back at work, but thank you for the 20. Much appreciated. Everything helps. Again, having a lot of fun, and we will talk to you guys very soon. I'll definitely be back tomorrow for another video. We'll see all the fun stuff that's going on. If they're not doing much changes with the Skyliner, if I don't see anything major change, we'll do something cool tomorrow, and we'll go to a resort or a park or something. But definitely hang in there with me. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.